Hello there, paper crafters. Try paper play. Are you ready to try paper play? I am. I'm bringing you along with me today because Valentine's Day is fast approaching, my birthday is fast approaching, the full circle event is in full effect. I've not received anything from anyone as yet, and it is my prayer and hope that there are a number of you who will get on board and help me to have an amazing birthday by joining the Full Circle event. I will keep leaving it in the thread and so on so that you're aware of what's going on. I cannot begin to stress, and I don't want to sound all mushy, but paper crafting is the best thing. Oh, the best thing that ever happened to me apart from God and my daughter and, having life and being so blessed. But paper crafting is right up there, and I'm so ecstatic every time I get an opportunity to share paper crafting with somebody else. And I'm going to take you along with me for the journey. I just came back from getting some items weighed to be sent out in the mail and making sure that the packages are set to go out. I want to give a shout out to all of you. You know who you are. I'm going to make sure that I am just supporting my fellow paper crafters in their journey, on their journey. And yeah, let's get started. So I have two journals that are almost finished, but not quite. I need to do two things that I love to do. Add some stamping to it. I love to uplift individuals, and my journals do have lots of writing spaces. These two journals that I'm showcasing, they are available right now. I have to add some stamps to it with some encouraging words, and then I have to add some washies to it because those are the two things that I love adding to the journals. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and let's get started. All right. So, I've got a variety of stamps here, washi. I've got my Tim Holtz Distress. I'm using walnut. If I have to switch it up, I will. And I also have some additional stamps other than what the little that you can see here, because I've got some feminine girly girl stamps. And so for those of you who are thinking maybe galentines, well, some of my favorite stamps you will see soon. They're some girly girl good stuff. So I'm gonna get those available. So let me just look through what I have here. When I start to stamp, you will see they are gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna get started. So, let's start with the first one. So this one, most of my journals, the rustic ones that you had seen, yes, those are much larger. I don't have the measurement right now. I think I don't have the measurement. Don't want to lie. So let's just focus on this. So this is 10.5 by 6. Cardstock cover. Lots of writing real estate in here. And I'm going to get started. So one of the things that I love to do with my journals is the way that this is a half page here almost. I love having something here. It could be a stamp with something beautiful being said, or it could also be a washi that just blends nicely in. And right now I'm feeling this. Now, many of you creators out there, you have your own way of using your washis. There's so many ways, but I love having the washis just as accents, but somehow I love them at the bottom. I don't know why. I love having them at the bottom. Here could use something. I will make it something uplifting. And I love Tim Holtz, so I'm using a set of Tim Holtz right now. Stampers Anonymous collection. And these are mini motivations. And they are beautiful. Now, some of my stamps are not very sticky, so I love to use this inexpensive Dollarama glue stick just to adhere to my stamping block. And this particular stamping block is Stamping Up. To me, unless I come across another one, they've got the best stamping blocks ever. So if you know of another one out there, let me know. I also need something to put under my page as I stamp, so I get an even pattern under there. So I am reaching. Okay, I got something to do. Okay. I'm starting out with this guy. The past is the future. The past is to improve yourself. The future is to prove yourself. So we're going to put that down. If you've checked out my channel long enough, many of you haven't, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and all of that good stuff so you get to know what's coming and what's there. But because it's my birthday soon approaching, I thought, as much as I can, I want to be able to do something every single evening. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to find something to do with you all every single evening. And so here I am. Now, anytime I want a little bit of something extra and I'm not quite sure, like right now, I think I want to put something here. And I love to look at my cover to see what's going on, so I know, okay, maybe I'll put into my book some pinks, blues, greens. That's what I'm going to work with for my washies. So I'm going to put something here. It requires something. Now my washies vary. I have enough, not as much as some folks, but I have enough that I get to nicely select what it is that I want to use. So I'm quite content because I don't have a lot as some others, but I have a lot. I've got at least 40. And I'm happy about that. Yeah, maybe even 50. I know some people, they've got hundreds. One of the things I found in Canada, I live in Toronto, Ontario. One of the things that I found is that when we have our scrap fest here, we don't have booths where individuals have hundreds and hundreds of washies. But I've seen in the States where I can't find my other ink pad. You see, I'm distracted. Oh, here it is. I've seen in the States where individuals would go to a booth, and the booths would be just laden with sometimes just like boxes and, like large expanse of the table with washies. I mean, I don't know what I would do in this situation. I would just go crazy. Washi crazy. But what an experience that would be. I relish that opportunity. So come on, guys, come to Canada so that I can get me some crazy fun with seeing washies overladen on a table. So my friend here, I didn't quite get to capture the bottom of her face. And it is a clear stamp. So you know what? I'm going to go in and try again. I was going to show you a trick that I use, but I'm sure I'll have an opportunity for that. So being a clear stamp, I want to take the opportunity to try and capture where I went wrong. I don't know if I'll get it. Okay, I don't want to take the chance. I might mess up my girl. So I'm going to show you the trick that I normally do. I love doing this. So this is a Stampin' Up stamp. Love it, love it, love it. It comes from this pack. Gorgeous Grunge. I love using it. I use it all the time. I think I said that in one of my videos. Anytime you make a mistake where your items go, and again, you could use any of the splatters. You know, I just happen to have this one that I love. So I just take it and just make it grungy like that. I mean, when someone sees this, all they would think is that it's grungified and there's a girl there. They know that, and no one knows better. But you do. So this is what I love to do. Another thing that I like to do to add a little bit of a oomph is to add, wait for it, to add my, what you call it, clippings or little motivational words and encouraging words again by Tim Holtz. This one carries 622. They last quite a while. I've had this for quite some time. I've even gotten some from Temu. They're so handy. They just add a little bit of something to a page. And the fun thing is that sometimes when you need them, you cannot find them. So I'm looking for a particular... Oh, here I got it. So, yeah, I wanted to use some, more white in this. So, look at these. I will just put it in the screenshot. Can you see that? Beautiful. So you can read and be uplifted. So, practice kindness. I think I'm going to put that here. And sometimes they lose their stickiness. So just put a little bit of a glue on that. I'm just putting it right above here. Love it. I like my journals to be very useful. I love a little bit of grunge. Now this page, what are we going to do with this page? I can't hear you. I can't. Okay, so for this page, I think I want to put maybe a lady here. And I'm going to go and... So, again, I try not to do too much decorating because I want you to play. Try paper play and make it as much fun as you can. It's yours. I just like to do light decorating. I like to put my washies. I like to put some stamps and let you run wild. So right now I'm going to go back in. I think I'm just going to... So pink, blue, and green. Pink, blue, and green. I'm going to... no, because I'm looking at this page. I'm looking at that page. I think I'll just put this one. And again, you're playing. Don't get all caught up with stuff or you're going to ruin the fun. You're playing, and I want you to play in your journal. I want you to have fun in your journal, okay? It's supposed to be play. They say as adults, many of us, we've lost the concept of play. And it's so easy to happen, isn't it? Life can be so serious, so many things going on in our lives. We have to remember to play. So this one says the best way is always through, out. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here. So yes, I am turning the big 5-2, and I am so excited, but more so, I am determined to live out loud and to express myself well, not to harm anyone, and not to take life and people for granted. That is my aim, my goal. Each time a poignant time comes around, whether it's New Year's or my birthday, I love taking stock of where I am, where I'm going, where I've been, what's going on. I try to do something interesting to mark the time. And so with this birthday, this is why I thought, the last 2 birthdays I went out with some ladies and we had such a great time. We ate. And of course, with my nerdy self, I, took journals and we had discussions about what we wanted for ourselves in the new year and so on. And this year, I thought to myself, you know what? I want to do something different, something around paper crafting. I mean, it's the one thing that makes me the most amazingly happiest, So this seems like it's missing something. But what I also notice is that this particular washi is superb. It is so strong. So something is missing. Something. But it's got to be interesting. I think I want to add something else to it. Yes. Again, remember, we're playing. And not only that, you know what? Use your stuff, right? We all have surplus. I don't have a room, like a large room. Some people have like a guest room and so on. They've turned into their craft area. I don't have that. But I have a lovely space that needs to, expand so that I could put more stuff. But yeah, it's a joy to be in this space. I'm going to put this one. It says, this is what family looks like. What does your family look like? Do you know, have you heard of that saying? I'm not going to put it on there. It might not stick. Have you heard that saying that says that a family... oh my goodness, I'm making a boo-boo. Your family is not always the one that you're born into. It could be one that you put together yourselves. Do you know sometimes friends can be so well matched to who you are and what you believe in more than family members? Oh yeah. We don't get to choose our family members. We're born into it, and you get what you get, and you don't you don't fret, right? You get what you get and you don't fret. I don't know why, but I feel like this could use some grunging. I don't know why. Am I in a grungy mood? I'm at a good space right now. Oh, I did something that I shouldn't have done. I'm in such a good space right now because I just found out today that my mom got into, she got a room, or they say a bed, but basically she got the space that she needed in the long-term care. And she's just been waiting for a while, and I've been anxious and all that because I want her to be settled. And they finally called me today, and I'm so overjoyed because it actually didn't take as long as some people are having to wait. And I feel so sorry for some people. They wait so long. But my mom has had so many moves within the hospitals themselves, from one hospital to the next, awaiting care, a long-term care home. And so I'm so glad. I started to dance and I even wanted to upload it, but I don't know, maybe folks would think I'm being too full of myself. But I was just dancing and I had to just record it because you know those videos where you take the photo and you say, this is how I feel when I get good news or something like that? Well, that would have been apropos. So I'm not using my block because this is on a plastic. So I sometimes just go right ahead and use it. Just like that. I love this. Love, love, love. Look how amazing. Ah! How do you like that sleepy guy? How do you like that sleepy guy? I love him. He fell asleep with his book open. Gotta love it. Okay. This is pretty. This is the one thing, again, I so wish that I was in the States where I can access all of those lovely stamps. Not stamps, well, stamps, of course. Washies. I tell ya. But here's the trick. Have you guys noticed the trick? Some of the washies are like so thick, right? You get a lot to play with. And then sometimes they pack like these boxes with like 12 and they hardly have anything on them. And even now, I'm noticing that individuals, when you get a kit of some sort, they're putting strips of washies. And so, you know, you can use that and finish it up rather than having, you know, all of these ones. But this is where the fun is at. Like, if you give me a strip, I'll use that out, and then I wouldn't have anything else left. So I need more than just a strip. I don't know if you guys are like me in that. Like, most of us, we just love all of the pretties, right? Like, I've heard people saying that since they don't like to cut up and use up their papers, some of them, they just want to look at them and they keep them and keep them and keep them. And they say they're just collectors of papers. They don't use them all up. They don't like to use them. They just collect them. They collect supplies. So they're collectors of art supplies. And I get it in a way because we've got so much, right? And we don't use them all up. And if you don't use them, sometimes they go bad, like the washies. This fabulous lady spoke of a lovely trick that I will use because, and probably very soon, because I have one washi that I have sitting that I put aside after hearing her trick, and a few I threw out because I didn't know of that trick until I saw. If you know what the trick is or you know of another one, let me know. But the trick she spoke of was where you put the washi into the microwave for just a few seconds. And when in doubt, just let it go for a little while and then take it out and try again. When you do that, she says it will work. So I have yet to try it, but you better believe I will. I'll take that chance over throwing it out. And if you know of another trick, let me know. I'd love to know. Because some of these washies are so pretty. but after a while, they just stick to, you know, the stickiness just compacts and then you can't use it, right? So, okay. So here's the thing when I'm crafting, I craft every single day, every evening religiously. But you wouldn't know it because I don't upload every day, every 2 days I don't. Because this is so therapeutic for me that I just like to be in silence just doing this. I don't know if there's anyone I'm sure I'm not the only one out there like that. I'm sure of it. But that's how I like to do. So, I kid you not, this is different. Doing this with you right now, talking it through, it's not even a voiceover, it's the actual thing. So, I'll try doing that more so I get more accustomed to it because left to myself, I would just be doing this quietly. Cameras, not here. I would be watching others craft. I'm going to use Be Awesome today. Be awesome today. I have a thing for these words. They come in so handy. So handy. And just look how just that there just made such a difference adding it there. I tell you, Tim Holtz, you know what you're doing. You do. Tim Holtz. Okay, let's put some more. Maybe I will just do one book today because it's already 26 minutes. Can you imagine? I didn't even realize I've been here so long doing this. I'm yapping more than anything else. So I'm not going to finish the entire book because you don't need to see me do the entire journal. I'm just, crafting and you're along for the journey. And I'm so grateful. But I'm not going to hold you up much longer. Thank you for spending the time with me. And remember, full circle. So the idea is wherein you would send the listing of some of the I give you some suggestions of the things that you can send. Mente, Simple Stories, Tim Holtz, somebody else, I don't know there. So you send me those ephemeras from, those people. I showcase it, give you a shout out. And then when it's all finished, on the day of my birthday, I'm going to do a draw where individuals will have an opportunity to have their name drawn. I'm pulling 3 names and use those ephemeras to decorate and send out. Isn't that wonderful? I'm so excited about that. But so far, no one has sent anything in. If that's the case and no one sends anything, that's okay. It's my birthday and I'm going to have fun regardless. But I just thought, let me bring folks along with me and let us have a mighty old time. And so that is what I've set out to do. That is what I'll be doing. And I welcome you to join. I so love Washies. It just adds something special. It really does. And listen, I, for the most part, trust my Washies, but sometimes they do surprise you. So if you get one and it starts looking like it wants to say hello, stick it back down with a little bit of glue. But for the most part, I think you'll be absolutely fine. Once you get these journals in your hands, don't play around. Just make them your own. Love on them, use them, don't leave them sitting around. If you've got ideas, thoughts of things that you want to try, jot them down. I came across a fantastic quote somewhere where it says, our ideas carries a shelf life. So that being said, when they come across, when you've got a thought about something, jot it down. Don't take it for granted. Do not take your thoughts and ideas for granted. And there's something so interestingly beautiful. This is how God created us. When we focus on something and we want to do something, marry that with writing it down. And it will provide you with more stick-to-itiveness than anything else. Something is needed here. I don't want to put another stamp because I just placed one. I'm going to junctify my spot. Grungified, not junctified. Grunge. Grunge. Or maybe I said to myself, I'm going to use this more. I said to myself, and to decorate with the stamping, I actually find that I used a lot of the photo, what do you call it? Walnut stain, antique linen, and the other one called photo something. Like those, I stick to those. But maybe I need to add some colors to my grunge and whatnot. You know, when I'm doing these journals, I like to experiment. And oftentimes, sometimes I'm like, so that's where my head was. Because what I would do at one point, I would not do at another time. Oh, this is a nice long one to go across. It says, one second. It says, "You're all I had hoped to find in every single way." Now, that might sound sweet, but I actually heard someone just the other day say that when you meet someone who says, "Oh, I had a dream about you," or "God sent you to me," or "You're everything to me," the lady was saying, run from those people. Because with the same intensity that they fall for you, sometimes it could be the same intensity that they withdraw. And it could be really volatile. So be mindful when someone wants to make you their all in all. It might sound sweet at first, but is it? So I'm going to stop now, guys. I'm going to stop now. And I'll probably do the rest off screen and then come back and do a flip through. But as you've seen me decorate this, it's amazing. Just adding one little thing or just a little bit of just a little bit of then it starts to get hot in here. So, I mean, look how beautiful. As I do this, I'm like, oh my goodness. Love it. So, yes, my journals provide you with opportunities to just do a lot of stuff yourself. I just like to, sprinkle a little bit of magic, so you can enjoy what you have in front of you. And so, I'm finished with this for now. I'm going to finish the rest off screen and then do a full flip through for you. But thank you so much for joining me. And yes, we didn't get through the other one. We did not. I'll bring it back so you can see. Bring it back. Way back. I love this. It is so feminine with all of the frills and fluffs. Yes. There's a lovely lady, I forgot her name, on YouTube. I think there are two of them, but when they say yes, it's like, they're like, yes. I love their voices. But, yeah, baby. Love my work. So, these journals are available. I'm going to finish this one off screen. The other one still needs to have me add a few, things in there, just as this one. But if ever you want to have a journal where I'm not stamping or putting much of anything because you want to totally get to that yourself, let me know. Now, if these two journals are not here, you can request that I, you know, look for some of the colors close to what you like. It might not be bang on, or I could do a flip through of a few that I have with, or send you some photos so that you can see what I have. But these are available, $45, and shipping, you add the shipping plus the $45. When you get two journals from me, you get a discount. So think on that. Message me, my information will be below, or you can email me or just put something under there. But everybody, full circle event, celebrate my birthday with me, assist me in making those journals with the items you're going to be sending, and thank you so much for your time. Blessings, guys. Take care. Bye bye.